Hi, welcome to everybody who wasn't at the convention on the weekend. This is going to be a bit of a recap of what you missed. Unfortunately, what you're going to miss is the spontaneity. There's a lot more fun that was had on the day. That was a blast. I enjoyed it. Let's just go over a few things that we talked about. Now, every person has the ability to become the person they want to be. And that's why I do what I do. I believe people can be whoever and whatever they want to be if they know what to do, how to do it, and why they want to do it. And this requires learning new skills. Now, if you wanted to fly a plane, you have to learn the skills to fly a plane. If you want to be a doctor, you have to learn the skills to be a doctor. And if you want to lose weight, you have to learn the skills to lose weight. But that scares a lot of people because they think, oh, I'm no good at learning skills. But I can assure you, you shouldn't be worried about this because you can drive a car, can't you? Therefore, you've learned the skills to drive a car. You've probably got a smartphone in your hand and you've learned the skills to make that smartphone work. Then you can easily learn the skills that's required to lose weight and live a healthy lifestyle. Well, that's what I do. My name's Peter Kenyon and I'm a weight loss educator. And that means I teach people the skills they need to lose weight to be healthier and happier. I want you to take a moment and just think about what's the hardest thing about losing weight. Now, this is different for all people. So you tell me what you think is the hardest part about losing weight. Now, that's the question I ask people on the weekend. And I tell you what, I got a few things, and that's humorous and some serious, and but the one that stumped me and made people sit up and listen was the hardest thing about losing weight was starting. And that caused the audience to pull themselves up a bit and think, you're right. A lot of people spend many years trying to start to lose weight without actually successfully losing weight. And I've seen it for years myself in your weight loss groups. That's why for years we've been trying to work and develop a system that will make learning these skills easier. Losing weight and changing lifestyles requires changes to three parts of your life. And that is the way you do things, the way you eat, and the way you think. Now, the way you do things, look, I've got to admit, that's totally on you. You can't throw this at your club. The way you do things, you choose if you wash your dishes by hand or you use a dishwasher. You choose whether you mow the lawn and do the gardening or you pay somebody to do it for you. You choose whether to sit and watch TV at night time or go for a 30-minute walk. So you choose whether you want to burn calories or not. It's got nothing to do with your club. This one is totally on you. But the way you eat, well, that's where your weight loss group helps you. They have the diet plan. And they have a diet plan that works. They are also the place where you go for the weigh-in. So they help you to develop that commitment if you have to come in each week to weigh yourself. At your club, you've also got the support network from your members and from the president. It's also the place where the information is. There's going to be books on the table. There's going to be experience from other members and from the president. There's going to be advice from and knowledge from other people and the president. The only problem is you only attend once a week for about an hour. But without a group or without a support network, very few people are capable of losing weight and changing lifestyle successfully. So lock in with your group. Talking about your weight loss diet plan, well, let's have a look at your blue book manual because guess what? There have been changes. And we're going to talk about some of those changes. The first change you're going to see, for starters, there's avocado. Yes, we have buckled, we've given in. You won. There's avocado on the diet plan. Now, for years, there was no avocado on the diet plan. The original designer of the diet plan, Peter Rhodes, had decided at the time calories involved with avocado and the people's love of avocado meant they couldn't restrict it. But your management team has done the research and they put together a strong argument with very little violence that I had to cave in and said, yes, we now place it on the diet plan. But I tell you what, you've got to be careful with it because avocado has the ability of being your diet kryptonite. Now, what we've done with avocados, we treated it as we would treat cooked rice and pasta. But you've looked on your diet plan, cooked rice and pasta is on two places. It's in your bread and cereal food group and it's in your restricted vegetables food group. Well, avocado is treated similar in that it's a fruit. And as a fruit, one serve is 150 grams. And it's also treated as a vegetable, a restricted vegetable, because it's used in salads. In this case here, a serving size is 75 grams And you can have 1, 2, or 3 serves depending on which diet plan you're following. But that's not all. There is now 15 menu plans of 1,200, 1,500, and 1,800 calories. So you can just go, okay, tell me what to eat. I'm going to eat that for a week. There's about 5 different menus for each calories. 1,200, 1,500, and 1,800. But that's not all. Another change to the Blue Book, it now has a section to make teaching the diet plan and running meetings easier. One of the hardest things with your groups is learning how to follow the diet plan. And it's something you can't do in one sitting. So it's difficult for new people to learn or to be taught how they should follow the diet plan. We've now brought in a 10-week program to help you to change your lifestyles. And the first 5 weeks are dedicated to the diet plan. So as a president or as a member, you can either work with your club or guide new members through this 10 weeks program. Let's just go through it quickly. Week 1, you just focus purely on your protein. You don't look at any other part of the diet. So new members, you just take them over and just let them read over the protein. Take them through the protein and show that they have 5 serves a day, and protein is in 2 groups, protein and protein dairy. So dairy is 3 serves a day. Doesn't matter which size diet plan you're on. It's 5 and 3, 5 and 3, 5 and 3. Take them through the foods. Now the purpose is this, is a lot of times if you can get your protein intake under control, you can get your calorie intake under control. A lot of times people just need to get their protein under control and their weight will start changing. So for the first week, you just learn to weigh your protein and just hit the number of these serves. 5 and 3, 5 and 3, 5 and 3. You work them into your daily lifestyle. That's the first week. Week 2, you sit down there and explain to the new person or to the club members how you actually read the diet plan. And it's not going into too much detail because we go through the food groups individually later in the weeks. But you just show them that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 food groups. Restricted vegetables, non-restricted vegetables, fruits, bread and cereal, protein and protein dairy. And you show them there's 1,200, 1,500, 1,800 calories. And you show them that in the 1,200 calories, there's 1 serve of this, 2 serves of that, 3 serves of that, 5 and 3. In the 1,500 calories, it's 2 serves, 2 serves, 4 serves, 5 and 3. In the 1,800 calories, it's 3 serves, 3 serves, 5 serves, 5 serves, 3 serves. So you just explain generally how the diet plan works. And you're also, in week 2, we're going over the restricted vegetables. Okay, so week 1 was looking at the protein. Week 2, we're looking at just the part of the restricted vegetables. And it's 1 serve per day, 2 serves per day, 3 serves per day. And there's only 9 vegetables to be concerned about. And not many people eat broad beans and parsnips. So really it's just down to 7. Just be aware of corn, peas, rice, pasta, pumpkin, potato. Oh, let's say potato, potato. Oh, and be aware of avocado. 75 grams is 1 serve. Week 3, we go through the unrestricted vegetable lists and talk about salads. So and that's non-restricted vegetables, unrestricted vegetables, free food. Take your people through this list, or even yourself, go through the list and cross out what you won't eat. And then just focus on the foods that you do eat. And then we talk about, in this week, how to make salads. And if you never made salad before, just what you do is you pick out 4 of these vegetables and then go to your protein list and take 2 serves of protein and you cut up the vegetables, dice up the vegetables, do whatever you like to do with the vegetables, add in your 2 serves of protein, mix it all up and add a bit of balsamic vinegar or a little bit of olive oil or a little bit of low-calorie mayonnaise, and voila, you have a salad. So you're teaching people a new style of eating. So in week 3, you're suggesting to people try to make salads, 3 or 4 of the salads a week, and just have some fun with it. Week 4, the discussions on working fruits into your diet. So week 1 was protein. Week 2, your restricted vegetables. Week 3, your unrestricted vegetables or salads. And week 4, how to get fruit into your diet. So you're looking at 2 serves, 2 serves, 3 serves. And voila, avocado. But this is how I work this. The protein's under control. You spread it out through 3 meals. Your restricted vegetables is generally coming at dinner time. Your unrestricted vegetables, I use that for salads for lunch. And I work my fruits in. I work my fruits in as breakfast time. I tend to have fruit smoothies for breakfast. So I'll have 2 or 3 serves of fruit for my breakfast, and then it's done for the day. So basically, I've got my breakfast is fruit smoothies. It's milk and 2 serves of fruit, maybe 3, but generally 2 serves of fruit. Lunch is I work on my salads, so it's just salad and 2 serves of protein. And dinner is when I look at all the other vegetables for the free vegetable list, and I might throw in 1 or 2 serves of restricted vegetable. And that's how you plan it. Week 5, we start looking at the other carbohydrates. It's the bread and cereal groups. The big thing here is get your bread under control. And if you're a person who likes cream biscuits in the house, time to throw them out and just focus on the biscuits that are on here. Okay, and that's the Ryvita, Sayos, milk arrowroot biscuits. Week 6, we're starting to move away from the diet plan a bit, but we've broken into 2 parts. And we look at your basic, looking at your digestion, and then we're looking at fiber. So the focus in week 6 is increasing fiber and trying to hit that 20 to 30 grams or 20 to 40 grams of fiber requirement in your diet. And so you spend week 6 aiming at trying to get fiber in your diet. And I tell you what, to get fiber in your diet, sometimes you've got to choose your protein differently and go for things like beans instead of meat, because beans got the fiber in. And that's your diet. But week 7, what do you do about sugar? So we learn how to identify sugar in foods, and we start learning how to read food labels. Week 8 is the importance of exercise and weight loss. So no avoiding it, guys. You've got to do your exercise. It's just you're not going to lose weight successfully without some form of increased activity. Week 9, it's a bit of going over and saying, okay, you know that if you get your diet under control, all the systems are connected to your digestive system. So what you eat affects all the other systems of the body. And what I want you to really understand here is that usually if you get your diet under control, then a lot of times you get other things under control, like diabetes is under control, blood pressure is under control, cholesterol is under control. That's because what you eat and what you do affects every other system in the body. And week 10, it's just a recap. So you can see your Blue Book manual has grown up over the years, and it's become more of a self-help manual for your weight loss. Losing weight and changing lifestyles requires you to be locking in with your weight loss group and the weight loss system. The next thing, the thinking part, changing the way you think, this is where most organizations overlook, because it's so difficult changing the way people think, because it's an education process. And that's where my organization, Extra Mile Weight Loss, has been focusing for years on helping you to learn the skills. So your Blue Book manual can help you along this course. Your association with your club and the club members and your presidents, also very important with learning. But there's one more option. And it's just one more option I want you to think about. Let me ask you, do you hate dieting? Are you confused by all the information that you hear? And do you find learning a new healthy lifestyle difficult? If you're a president of a club, do you find teaching a healthy lifestyle difficult? Now, what else can you do to make it easier? Now, wouldn't it be okay if learning to lose weight was easier and you could do it where you want and when you want? I mean, like on your laptop, on your desktop computer, on your smartphone or on your tablet, that you can actually learn what to do from these devices. So let's do something about that right now. Losing weight is a self-development course, not a weight loss program. It's about you exploring the information that's out there. It's about learning the correct things to do, and it's about you growing as a person. See, as a weight loss educator, I teach people the skills they need to eat well, lose weight, feel great, live longer, and be the person they want to be. And I do this with my online weight loss workshops, my nutrition and lifestyle programs, and personal support. To learn these skills costs $50 a year and about 30 minutes of your time a week. Now, doesn't that sound reasonable? I can tell you now, all your presidents have spent the last year going through this program, so they're better equipped to help you with the new Blue Book manual. If you want to learn these skills yourself, all you have to do is enroll in the online weight loss school for your weekly dose of weight loss education, teaching you to change just one habit a week. You do that by going to the Extra Mile Weight Loss website, click on Gain Membership, and when you do go through that process to gain membership, you will have access to the 110 Steps online 10-week weight loss workshop. What you'll receive there each week, you'll receive about 30 minutes of learning. You'll have a 12-minute lecture on the components that we just spoke about that was in your Blue Book manual. You'll also receive 3 short animated lifestyle lessons from the Weight Loss TV channel and 5 short podcasts from the Weight Loss radio channel. Each of these goes for 3 minutes, but that's not all. When you finish with the 110 Steps workshop, you'll also receive access to the Weigh Less, Live More workshop, which is 8 modules of information that goes deeper than the 110 Steps. The 110 Steps workshop is great for new people. The Weigh Less, Live More is great for your more in-depth knowledge, and if you're a president of a club and you want to work with people to help them lose weight. But when you finish that, a week later, you will receive 14 modules of ThinkFit Pro education. Now, overall, that's 7.5 hours of learning. As a member enrolled in the online weight loss school, you'll also be able to work with me 4 times a year. 4 times a year, I run the 110 Steps weight loss program during the school terms. So that's January, February, March, I run the program. April, May, June, July, August, September, and October, November, December. And all these workshops do coincide with the Queensland school term. And you are welcome to join me where we go through the program each week. And you also have the ability to then tap into me for some advice, some guidance. That's where you get to work with me. As I said, your presidents have already done this course, so they can all go view the help that I can give you. That basically was the talk. So just to recap, if you don't want to enroll in the school, you can just simply go to my website, jump onto the blogs page or any page, find this thing here and subscribe to receive 2 emails a week. It's a free subscription. When you do subscribe, you can receive a 78-page 110 Steps to Weight Loss and Healthy Living book, which you can download. So let's just recap again. How do you lose weight, be healthy and feel great? Well, the important thing is you must be involved with a support group, and the Weight Reduction Clubs of Queensland are just great for that. You won't get a better group than this. But once you do sign up with them and join them, you must lock into their diet plan and the system. No negotiating. You won on the avocados, but you're not going to win on anything else. And the other third option is to join my online weight loss workshop. Now, that was basically the core of what we talked about. There was a lot more that happened at the convention. There's a lot more laughter and a lot more information because I got easily sidetracked. But that's the core of the information. The important thing is your Blue Book manual has changed, and there's now a way for you to help yourself or to help your weight loss group. Okay, thanks very much, guys. Catch you next.